A common question for pastors is about gambling. Is gambling a sin? Now, I'll go ahead and give you the answer that no, there's no scripture passage that says that gambling is specifically a sin. But before you take your mortgage and gamble it away, let me give you a warning. Actually, it's a great teaching from 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. And it says this, that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And it's through these cravings that many have wandered from the faith, piercing themselves with many pangs or troubles. Now, notice how that progresses, because that's really the danger when it comes to gambling. No, it's not a specific sin, but like alcohol addiction and other addictions, it can lead to something that is far worse. So that's why this is important. Let's start with the love of money. The word that's used there in the Greek is the philos love. It's the friendly, it's the brotherly love. A lot of people kind of start that way. They say, oh, it's just a friendly wager. Oh, I'm just buying a ticket here or a raffle or something like that. And that's fine. But notice how it can lead to something. What it leads to is where it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. See, that's when something begins to take hold. Now it begins to actually become attached. You begin to order your life around it. And even that word evil, you know what's interesting? If you study that Greek word evil in 1 Timothy 6:10, it actually means bad thinking. So it's not necessarily, this horrible act that you've committed, but it begins to shape your mind. And again, like an addiction, your whole life becomes ordered around that craving. That's what that next word talks about in the verse, craving for something. And it leads to wandering away from the faith. So instead of thinking of God, thinking on the good things, now it becomes an obsession. Now it becomes a compulsion. And if you think I'm just making something up or just worried about nothing, studies show that there are currently over 5 million people diagnosed as being compulsive gamblers in the United States. It's a growing problem, and it makes sense because access to gambling is growing. There's not just casinos in Vegas and Atlantic City now. Now they're all over the place, lotteries all over the place, access on your phone to gamble on sports. It's so prevalent, and that means the danger has increased. So here's my final advice to you. Instead of piercing yourself, like that talks about, a self-inflicted wound, it's not something you have to do. Just don't even get started with it. It's just not worth the gamble to be involved in gambling because of the damage that it leads to. Instead, think on the good things, think on the positive things, and don't allow gambling to become something that gets a hold of you. If you want to talk more about this, you can see my email address and ways to contact me. I'd love to pray with you about it, search the scriptures together. But again, it's just something best to be avoided. Thanks for watching this.